Hey, what's up, guys? You're here with the Pick Dawgz on the pitch soccer crew, Goran, Kirk, and Jack. And thank you for joining us for another long form video. This one is for Sunday, August 31st. We have a bunch of games to talk about, so stay tuned and get some free picks for the Sunday slate. Before we get into that, guys, I just want to say you can get our premium picks on the pickdawgz.com website or simply by clicking the links in the description. And feel free to join us on our Discord server, which is absolutely free. If you're not yet registered with the Discord, that's what you'll have to do, but that is free as well. Let's get it going. Kirk, Brighton and Manchester City in the EPL. What are your thoughts about this
Uh, Brighton have looked not very good. City have not looked very good either. City's the better team. City are going to wake up at some point. And I don't really love this play, but at the price, I have to take City here on the money line. It could fairly easy be a 1-1, but I think City is the better team at this price. It's kind of hard to avoid them, so not a very strong play here for me, but I'll take City on the money line.
Yeah, I think that even after last season, Jack, I think it's time for City to move from Pep Guardiola. I think it's time. I think he accomplished everything he could with that team, and maybe some of the players that City has also is the time to part ways. But in this game, I'm also gonna go with City, despite the fact that they have a bunch of injuries. They don't have the depth. I think they still have enough quality to outscore Brighton in this game.
Yeah, I think the only thing, if we're talking bucket list, that Pep could do with City is do the Invincibles, but they've already lost this season, so you can wave goodbye to any hopes of that. City to nil for me, I think it's a crazy plus money play. Um, it's not like City have been exactly bad in defense. It's more so like I think of the Wolves game where they were cruising. Wolves were still trying to eat away at City. Yes, they had chances, but it was just too tough to really do. And okay, they had a really poor result against Spurs, but one of those goals was a terrible defensive error. So yeah, I like City to nil just because of the price. If this is like plus 100, I'm staying well the hell away. But for nearly two times your money back, or three times actually, I like a shot at it here. So yeah, give me City to nil.
Now we are moving on to Nottingham Forest and West Ham, two teams that had quite a disappointing start to the season, especially West Ham, who is quickly turning into one of the main candidates to get relegated, Jack.
West Ham get battered everywhere they go. West Ham. I'm enjoying this. I hate West Ham with a
If you're
passion.
not going to do the Chelsea chant, I'm not joining in the West
I
Ham chant
told
with
you.
you.
Let's see it. We got to wait for Chelsea to win this weekend, Kirky. Look, I am fading West Ham in every possible way. Um, I don't like the price though on the Asian handicap. I don't like the price on the European handicap here. And Forest as well are kind of in a weird
The
spot where
Australian?
what Wood? He's New
No,
Zealand.
the Australian handicap.
The Aussie handicap. I don't know. I've never heard of that one. Um, but yeah, I think Nottingham Forest score is only going to be a matter of time that West Ham also find the back of the net. Like they got Bowen up front who can score twice, three times in any game really. Um, but yeah, I think West Ham will be a matter of time until they score, which kind of makes me fade the handicap here. But I see goals for Nottingham, and the price for the team total wasn't great. So give me Chris Wood to score or assist here at plus money. He's scored twice already this season. He also got a load of assists last season. Let's not forget Gibbs White can score and stuff. So yeah, plus money play against the worst team in the Premier League right now. Yeah, give me that.
Well, to be honest, Kirk, West Ham did score a few goals. They scored once in the EPL, a couple of goals in the EFL Cup earlier this week. But yeah, a very, very bad team right now. I do agree. I think they can score a goal at least in this game. And to keep a clean sheet looks like an impossible task for them in this game and overall right now. So I'm taking both teams to score minus 105.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't say Nottingham's been doing bad though. They're in 5th place. I mean, it is 2 games, but I wouldn't say they've been bad. West Ham have been bad, but West Ham can score. So Nottingham at home, it's not even a question if they're going to score
I
here.
didn't say
So
Forest were bad. I didn't say Forest were playing bad.
I'm not saying you did.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Just making that clear.
Next game, Kirk, Aston Villa and Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace played in Europe earlier this week. They got a draw and narrowly qualified for the Conference League after 1-0 win at home last week. They lost Eze, we know that. I'm not sure how much they have left in their tank to replace that guy and his goals and assists.
Enough. They've been better than Villa, who have a full squadron up top. I mean, this is your typical. If you're a Villa or Palace fan, I wouldn't be shocked if you don't even watch this game. This is your typical 0-0, maybe 2 shots for the whole entire game. It's just going to be. It's either that or it's like a 3-3 draw. But 95% of the time, this is a very low scoring game. So I'm just going to take the under 2.5.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked to see that. I think that Villa will bounce back at some point. They are pretty stacked up front, and Unai Emery is a good manager. He knows what he's doing. I think they gotta win out of this one. Palace is not used to playing multiple games every week, and I think it's gonna be costly for them in this match. So I'm taking Villa on the money line, Jack.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. It's going to be a bit of a transition this season with Palace playing Thursday nights. I said a few years ago when Tottenham were playing Europa, I'd rather just play the league, honestly, for the long term. But yeah, Palace.
But
We
you
had
won Europa League.
a couple seasons ago. Last season we had to win the Europa because the league was in the mud from day one. I'm talking Conference League days, but either way, Palace couldn't score. Actually, they fielded Sarr, they fielded Mateta, pretty much all their starters on Thursday night finished 0-0, and we all know Villa haven't been scoring either. So, yeah, give me the under here.
That's it for the EPL, guys. Moving on to Serie A, where you have Genoa versus Juventus. And despite Genoa's good form right now, as they are undefeated in their last 6 games, I dare to say that the choice is pretty clear here, Kirk. I am riding with Juventus on the money line. I know that they are on the road, but they are the better team in this matchup.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one, but I think they edge it out. You can also I don't mind the first half draw here. Holy cow, I'm tired. Yeah, I don't mind the first half draw here. I don't mind Juve money line. I don't even mind Juve second half money line. A slow starting team, but I don't know. It's got to be Juve for me at the price. This is kind of a trappy price, but it's not. As I explained, what a trap is in my eyes. It's not a trap because I would take it every time. So Juve money line.
Jack?
Yeah, it looks to me, again, it's only one game, so it's hard to really say for sure, but Juve definitely look like they're trying to cut out the draws, which is one thing that they had to do this season if they want it to be a good one. Parma were no match. Juve creating chances 24/7, looking like they want to play the killer ball, taking risks, and I think Genoa's time is going to come up at one point because Parma did defend against Juve very well for 50 minutes, but they were still knocking on the door, and Juve were just decisive when it mattered. I don't see Genoa really keeping the ball out of the net at all. Juve looking strong defensively as well last week, so Juve money line.
Well, there you go. We guys are in agreement about this one. Now, moving on to the next one, where we have an interesting matchup between Inter and Udinese. Inter really stepped up in their first game against Torino, 5-0 win at home. It looked like everything that they created ended up in a goal. But Udinese is undefeated in their last 6 games as well, Jack. And I mean, unfortunately for them, when they're in such good form, they have to play probably one of the top 2 teams in Serie A this season.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I do like Udinese's offense. I said it all last season. They're strong.
You did.
But this Inter's defense is just stronger. Is the key here. Torino only allowed 4 shots on target last week, which is actually quite a lot for Inter usually at home. But yeah, this defense playing 5 at the back now as well this year. Bastoni's in there. I'm a big fan of Bastoni. So yeah, Inter Milan to 0. Udinese are not going to keep a clean sheet on the road, are they? So yeah, I think Inter can keep Udinese out. I just don't know how much Inter win by.
What are your thoughts about this one, Kirk?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's going to be a 5-0 thrashing. I think it's a 1-2-3-0 here. And to get plus money on it, it's definitely worth a shot. This one won't be a premium, but I could see Udinese sneaking one in. But at plus money, this is where I'd want to go because I think it's like a 2-0 game. So if I took the -1.5 and then it's 2-1, I don't know. Inter to nil though.
Yeah, I'll ride with Inter to win an over 2.5 at -105. I think that Inter alone can score 3 goals in this game, no problem, especially after scoring 5 against Torino last week. If Udinese sneaks one in, that's fine by me. But I hope for your sake, guys, that Inter keeps a clean sheet in this one.
Oh, thank you.
Lazio will be, yeah, I'm always supportive, Kirk. I'm not you.
I'm always
Lazio and
supportive.
Verona.
I'm
Sure.
always supportive if I need to support. If I think you're saying stupid shit, I won't support. But if I believe that I need to support, I will.
Okay, then. What are
Like
your thoughts about this one, Kirk?
this bet of yours is stupid. I'll tell you that from the get go because I have both teams to score. No, 2 shitty ass teams who can't score, and you're backing both teams to score. Psst, crazy.
That makes you automatically right because you have both teams to score no.
I mean, we both can't be right, and
Well,
more than often than
that's why
not,
I
I'm
will be right.
correct.
No, no. You are incorrect.
That's not incorrect.
Anyways,
I haven't paid
move
any
on.
of you any beanies all season.
Yet.
Move on. Yet. Move on.
Made me move on. I gave you my pick. I don't think both of these bum teams can score in this game.
All right. Jack?
I do. I don't know how either of these teams are going to keep a clean sheet personally, because they both are terrible defensively, awful, absolutely awful. So give me the over. Any teams can score when the defenses are this bad. So honestly, I would not be surprised as well if Lazio are like the team that concedes the most goals in like the top 12 of Serie A this season. It looks bad. Bad, 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 bad.
We'll see who's going to be right about this one. I am taking Lazio to win and both teams to score plus 250. I personally am looking at a 2-1, 3-1 game for Lazio here, but I guess we'll see who's going to be right, me or Kirk.
You want to
Uh,
put $30 on the both teams to score yes versus no?
$30? I
Well,
don't know.
why
What are the odds of both teams to score? Let me
why,
see. Let
why
me
does
see. What
that
are we looking at?
make you
It's no
Well,
is
that's
minus
fine.
120. Yes is a minus 105.
25,
Sure.
30, whatever? I don't care if you want a nickel and dime over $5, go for it.
No, no, it's fine. It's fine. We can go with 30. I'll go with that.
All right. All right.
All right. Let's move on to La Liga. Kirk, Celta Vigo, and Villarreal is the matchup that we have on the schedule. Villarreal quite solid at the start. Celta got a 1-1 draw against Betis the other day. They had a midweek game. The team that can score goals, definitely, but keeping a clean sheet is a problem for Celta.
Yeah, I think they'll score. I think they'll concede. So I'm going both teams scoring over 2.5. I think any game in La Liga this weekend, this is the one that ends in like a 3-2 type of game. So both teams to score an over 2.5 for me. Pretty simple one for me here. Even if it doesn't hit, I'm not mad about this one just because of the two teams.
Yeah, I'll just stick to the over 2.5 at minus 141. Villarreal surprisingly playing a solid defensive football at the start of the season. They kept a couple of clean sheets. Of course, those were at home. We'll see if they can do it on the road. But like we said, Celta can definitely score goals, Jack.
Yeah, I'm not too sure as to why Celta have played 3 games already. But yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Regardless, they've looked awful pretty much in all 3 of those. Yet to win a game, 2 draws, a loss. 2 of those games were also at home. Lost to Getafe. How do you lose to Getafe? 2-0 at home. If they're losing 2-0 to Getafe at home this early in the season, then I don't see why Villarreal can't do it off the back of a 5-0 victory to Girona. So, yeah, I like the price on Villarreal here.
Well, there you have it, folks. Let's move on to the next one where we have Betis versus Athletic Bilbao, Jack.
Yeah, Betis, they're trying to work a deal still for Anthony, which I read this morning.
He was just with his boy yesterday.
What, Sancho?
Yeah.
Really? I did not
Yeah.
know that. Yeah, they need to get that over the line and get that sorted because
That would be the best wing duo in La Liga if they got Antony and Sancho. Oof.
if Sancho swallows his pride and admits he's not as good as he thinks he is, then yes, he'll go. But
If you
if he's
start
declining
talking like this, I'm leaving this
if he's
video.
declining contracts from Napoli and all these teams, I just don't really understand why he'd go.
He knows his worth. I don't blame him. He knows his worth.
What
Yeah,
worth?
so
If he's actually
he knows
worth
his
something,
worth-
he would he would succeed at United, he would succeed at Chelsea. Like he didn't succeed in any of those 2 clubs, so
He
he
ate the
can't really go.
Champions League up. He ate the Champions League up with Dortmund 2 years ago. He absolutely obliterated every team that walked in his way.
5,
Yeah,
6 good
that's why I
games a
didn't want
season
him back
doesn't
to
make you
Dortmund.
good, I'm afraid.
Huh?
You have 5 to 6 good games all season.
Out of 8 games, sure. He was only
But
there
then
for like the last third of the season.
Disappears when it comes in the domestic leagues. Disappears.
That's not
completely.
true. He was pretty good for Dortmund that season too.
Oh, he was terrible for Chelsea though. Awful.
He
Shocking.
didn't play enough.
Yeah, why'd you think?
You got to give the dude a chance. He's the top 2 talent in the world.
I want to know.
How old
Does
is
he have like nude photos of you? And he's watching these videos, and if you slate him, he's gonna leak them or something. You've got like some weird connection with Sancho that I need to know about.
He's just a baller. He's just a baller. I respect talent. He respects my talent.
Both teams.
Yeah, but sorry. What I want to check. Sancho is what, 25 years old. He's not a talent anymore.
What? You don't think Ronaldo? You don't think Ronaldo's a talent?
No, but you don't call a talent a person who's already
like
25 years old.
Yeah.
He was a talent when he was 18 or 19. Fine. Yeah, you can call him a talent. At this point, he should be a fucking superstar if he's that good.
He's still a talent. He's a talented superstar.
Kirk won't like what I'm about to say, but you can be a fantastic winger in the Bundesliga and then come to the Premier League and look shit. Look at Matisse Tell as a prime example.
Oh my God!
Look
here
at
we
Jadon
go.
Sancho as
Here
a
we
prime
go.
example.
Tell me the last time a Premier League team was in the Champions League final. Every other league has had a finalist in the last 2 years besides that bum league. So get out of here with that bullshit.
Give
me one good Bundesliga winger. We had this conversation last season. You still didn't give me one.
What?
Give me one good Bundesliga forward that's gone from Bundesliga to the
Marmoush,
Premier League.
Ekitike. There you go. 2 right there. Holland.
Anyways, we have to move on, guys.
Okay, regardless.
Holland did not play in the Bundesliga. Holland did not play in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, he did. He did. But he was doing way more in the Bundesliga than in the Premier League.
He led the league in goals.
Yeah.
The first year.
Yeah. Now what? Yeah, one season. That's it. One season.
He got
well
hurt
done.
last season. I don't think he's that good, but your argument is not an argument.
Okay.
And look who's going anal about signing Xavi Simon. Messages me at 4 a.m.
No, I've actually said let's hope he's not a fucking flop. I've said that. I said that. I'm
Messages me
scared.
at 4 a.m. like, all anal and all crazy about
Hey,
Xavi Simone, and now he
I
thinks
sent
he's
you a
going to be a flop.
screenshot, and you were the one going
Unbelievable.
crazy in disbelief. Regardless,
I
both
am
teams
in
to
disbelief.
score. The head-to-head between Betis and Bilbao is just full of both teams to score. So that's what I'm going to go with.
Kirk, did you give out your pick?
I'm on Bilbao to nil. Had a nice 1-0 win at home. Good defensively. Betis is kind of a slow, grindy type of game. I think they edged this one out 1-0 on the road, and the value here is pretty good. So I'll take Bilbao to nil.
And I'll take first half draw. I think we could expect a slow start to the game, so that's what I'm gonna go with in this one. Moving on to the next one, Espanyol and Osasuna. Kirk,
Ride the Espanyol wave early in the season until it falls off. Um, they've been good. That's all I can say. I don't think Osasuna are very good. They have one guy that can score, and yeah, this is like Espanyol looked pretty decent against Atletico. I know they won the game, but they had a lot of other chances. So I think Espanyol can definitely outscore Osasuna here.
yeah, Espanyol has been really good. They are undefeated in their last, what, 7 or 8 games or something like that. They can outscore Osasuna. I don't think that they can defend. I think that they concede at least a goal in this game, which is why I'm going with Osasuna over 3.5 shots on target at minus 117. I think that they can create a decent amount here and get at least 4 shots on target, Jack.
Yeah, Osasuna, they look pretty good defensively. I mean, they limited Real to 1 goal, clean sheet last week against Valencia, but Espanyol at home just looked really good. The comeback to against Atletico. Yes, they drew on the road last week, but they scored goals. So I think Espanyol edged this one. I'm not sure on what the plus 1.5 for Osasuna is. I can't imagine it's any better than like minus 160, minus 150.
Plus
But
one and a half.
plus 1.5,
It's
maybe a
minus
bit
like
more.
300, bro.
Okay, there you go. Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Minus
So
526.
is it actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So I think Espanyol can edge this one just because they're at home. If it's flipped, I'm not taking Espanyol, but with the current momentum they have on home soil, it's Espanyol for me here.
Rayo Vallecano and Barcelona. Kirk, Rayo Vallecano qualified for Europe as we established on our group chat the other day. Yesterday was that.
Hmm.
But yeah, Barcelona scoring a lot of goals right now. 6 goals in their last 2 games in La Liga. It was a narrow win against Levante last week. But I think that Rayo Vallecano could be a bit tired in this game after their European matchup on Thursday.
I'm not gonna be tired. They played Noble Cartier or something. Whoever the hell they played. They're not gonna be tired. The minus 1.5 was a lock though, by the way, even though it was juiced like crazy. I'm gonna take Rayo plus 1.5 here at home. Barca have not looked good at all this season. I don't. That Mallorca game was the biggest fraud game of La Liga I've ever watched. So it's not even anything I'm taking into consideration. Yeah, Rayo plus 1.5 at minus 132 for me.
Yeah, whether or not Rayo covers or they don't, I'm taking Barcelona to win and over 2.5 goals. It's minus 115. They're scoring a lot right now. They can score 3 goals on their own. Keeping a clean sheet seems to be an issue once again for this team defensively. We'll see if they improve over the season or not. But Jack, I think we see goals on Barcelona's side in this one.
Yeah, if they continue what they're doing, they just need to keep the ball out of the net that they couldn't do against Levante last week. And Rayo do have a history of playing Barca well. This is probably my least favorite pick on this whole
Let's
video.
put 30 on it.
No, I hate the pick. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Because I think either side of this line, it doesn't cover clear, if that makes sense.
Oh, it does
Um,
when Rayo covers minus 1.5.
I don't think Barca are going to cover this by 3. I certainly don't think Rayo are going to cover this by 3. So yeah, it's just one of those where I have to take a pick, and this is it. But don't love it.
Well, let's go to Bundesliga then, Kirk. Wolfsburg versus Mainz as the first game. Wolfsburg getting a nice win on the road last week. Mainz, they did win in the what was that Conference League against Rosenborg 4-1, but lost in Bundesliga last week to Köln at home.
Yeah, and Mainz didn't really look that good against Rosenborg in the first leg. They lost the first leg, and that's not a game you should be losing if you're Mainz. And then they played midweek. They lost last weekend at home. I mean, I'm big on Wolfsburg. I'm on the Wolfsburg train. They got me plus money last week, and I think at home they'll win this one too.
Yeah, it looks like a very, very good spot for Wolfsburg at home. Plus, we are getting them at plus money. They have a few injuries, yes, but I think that that win on the road last week is going to be huge for them for this game. So I'm also on Wolfsburg, Jack.
Yeah, I just see goals here. Goals, goals, goals. Both teams can score. There's no doubt in that. So yeah, over 2.5 at this price. Easy.
Moving on, Dortmund and Union Berlin. Union Berlin getting a home win against Stuttgart last week. It was a game that we debated on the video. Dortmund, a 3-3 draw. They were up, 3-1, and then conceded two late goals to get a 3-3 draw against St. Pauli on the road. But we all know that Union Berlin is not good on the road, Jack.
Yeah, and let's not forget Dortmund do tend to struggle, especially as of like the last 3-4 years, early in seasons. But all due respect, St. Pauli at home, you can never sleep for a minute because the crowd just, even if they're 4-0 down, the crowd's still going. So, yeah, no surprise to see a St. Pauli comeback. But Dortmund here, I mean, they have a good history against Union, so especially at home as well. I think they beat them at home 6-0 last season. So, yeah, I'm just going to take the handicap here, -1.5 at plus money.
Kirk.
I'll take both teams to score. I don't think this Dortmund philosophy, I don't think is let's keep a clean sheet. It's let's outscore the other teams. So Union, they scored 2 last game. I think they'll be able to get 1 against Dortmund. I don't
I
actually
mean,
know who wins this game. I think it is kind of. It's just you never know what Dortmund. Once they're rolling, Dortmund you can take on the handicap basically any week against these teams. Right now, I mean they just collapsed within the last 10 minutes last week. I don't know. So the -1 is way too juice for me here. I could low key see a draw here, so I'll take both teams to score.
yeah, I'm not a fan of my pick here. I do like both teams to score, I have to admit. I think that Union Berlin has been scoring goals consistently, and after getting a win at home last week to Stuttgart, they will be pretty fired up to go against Dortmund on the road as well. I mean, Dortmund -1, I have it here as -164, but this is a game that I potentially will not be betting at all. Uh, Cole Kirk, after a win on the road last week, is going to be looking for another win, this time at home against Freiburg. And Freiburg, as a matter of fact, lost at home last week.
Yeah, I was gonna write the same thing I wrote last week. Weird game. It just I don't know. It, it just screams 0-0 to me. Like I looked at way too many things in this game. Like this guy's not scoring. This isn't happening. Let's just go with value. I don't think there's a goal in this game. To be honest with you, I'm going 0-0 at plus 1,000.
Well, I'm going with both teams to score in this one at -127. I don't think Freiburg can go both games without scoring a goal. And then again, I don't
They
think that
scored
Cole
last
can
game.
keep 2 clean sheets. Did
Remember
they?
my player prop Grifo?
All right, you are correct. Yes. My second point was gonna be that I don't think Cole can keep 2 clean sheets in a row. So I'm gonna go with both teams to score, Jack.
Die Geisböcke. What does
Mm-hmm.
that mean, Kirk?
I know it's like some Köln chant, but
No, Die
or
Geisböcke is the Billy Goats. That's their nickname. I
I
learned that one in
do
school.
I have heard it. I just they're so irrelevant to me. I knew it was something kind of related though.
No, I actually do want to go to Cologne one day. Because what is it? Is it classed as a chapel, or is it what's the
Yeah,
big church in Cologne?
it's
I don't
the
want to
one
be
of the
offensive.
biggest.
Yeah, it's the
No,
biggest,
no, no.
right?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
one
it
of the
looks
biggest
cool.
in Europe. One of the biggest cathedrals in Europe is in Cologne.
Cathedral, that's the one. Because there's a few here that are really big too. But
I didn't know you were into
I don't
cathedrals
know,
like
just
that.
to explore the world a bit. I don't know, and they're kind of close. But yeah,
Listen,
Cologne,
you come to Germany, I'll take you somewhere else besides a cathedral.
it'll be the pub, won't it?
Definitely not.
Cologne for me,
Something
it
on the
just.
side of the pub.
It'll be pubs
We're
plural.
not in the Netherlands. We're not in the Netherlands. Give me
Oh,
Cologne on the money line here. Pure momentum play for me. They're just feeling it right now. It's quite clear to see. But yes, kind of similar with Kirk. You just don't know what Freiburg you're gonna see really.
all right, that's it for Bundesliga. In the French League One, we have three games to talk about here. Monaco versus Strasbourg. Monaco was playing in Europe also earlier this week, and I believe they got a win, a 1-0 win, if I'm not mistaken. And which with that they did qualify for. No, actually, they got a 3-2 win against Bromby, and they qualified for the Conference League as well, Jack.
Uh, yeah,
Wasn't
Monaco.
Strasbourg playing in Europe,
Yeah,
not Monaco?
yesterday they played last night. Monaco went in. I think Monaco Champions League, right?
Didn't I say Strasbourg was playing
No,
in
you
Europe?
said
Said
Monaco.
Monaco. It's okay.
Oh,
I
my
knew what
bad,
you meant.
my bad.
Because yeah, Strasbourg played last night, and it was a bit of a it was a feisty one, and it was a pretty close one as well. But yeah, I just wonder how taxing that's going to be for them in this game because they have looked pretty decent in the league. So under 3 for me. Monaco just haven't been scoring really right now. I mean, the Havre doesn't really count. They
Hey,
they didn't score against Lille. So yeah, I think under 3. I don't think we get anywhere near over 3. So at worst, I'm getting a push in my eyes.
Yeah, Monaco has been all over the place. We have to admit that I mean, they score, then they don't score, then they lose a game and whatnot. It's been a tough start to the season for them. However, I think they get a win out of this game simply because Strasbourg was playing like 3 days ago a very, very hard match against Bromby, which they were able to win. Uh, I think that they are excited about the Conference League. How much of an effect that's going to have on them in this game, we'll see. But I think Monaco gets a win. Minus 161 for me, Kirk.
they don't give a
169, sorry.
shit about the Conference League. I'll tell you that right now.
Yes, they do give a shit
No,
about it.
they don't give a shit. I'll tell you that right now.
Dude,
It's a lot of young players with egos. They're like, "Fuck the Conference League. Let's beat out PSG for the league. Let's go make our money elsewhere." Um, Strasbourg's good though. A lot of young talent. I'll take them plus 1.5 here. I don't love Monaco, and I'm going to take both teams to score. Strasbourg has scored in every game this season, and Monaco at home, I think they will score. This is one of my favorite plays of the day. It is plus money, so there you go. Strasbourg on the whatever you call it, on the spread, and both teams to
Brad.
score.
All right, Kirk, then what about this next game? Le Havre and Nice.
Nice, I'll trust at home. However, they need to get something going. I think this is the game they give their truly lovely fan base something to cheer about. So I'll take them on the double chance.
Jack, what do you have in this game?
I just think both teams to score looks like a really good choice. Both teams struggling to keep clean sheets over the last 2 seasons. Saw a 3-1 last season in this same fixture. The reverse fixture saw a 2-1 Nice. So yeah, just again, kind of like the momentum slash trend. Le Havre, Nice 1-1, 2-2, 2-1. I don't care.
I am gonna go with goals in this one. Both teams to score as well. Might even push it to over 2.5, just to get plus money out of it. But I think it should be a good game with chances on both sides as well. The last pick of this video, we have Lyon versus Marseille, a bit of a derby going on in the French Ligue 1, Jack. Lyon, I mean, I don't think that on paper, at least, they are the better team than Marseille, but their form certainly is a lot better.
Yeah, I've got premium in this game. It's going to be my play of the day.
Hey,
But this is close to a premium. Over 3.5 for me at +140. The over 2.5 is just too bad of a price. If it's going over 2.5, trust me, it's going over 3.5. So +140, over 3.5, both teams scoring a lot of goals over the last couple seasons. Yeah, goals, goals, goals.
Kirk, your thoughts?
Lyon, the best team in the league after 2 games. For them to, I don't get how Marseille is favored in this game. So I'm gonna take Lyon to win either half at -128. I think that is very good value at home in a game. They just have to win one of the 2 halves against a Marseille team that has not impressed me really for 27 years of my life. So there you go.
You're that old, eh?
hmm
And I'm gonna go with goals on both sides, both teams to score in over 2.5, -132. Like Jack said, I think that we're gonna see chances on both sides. Marseille will try to keep their wins going. Lyon will try to do the same. Defensively, neither team is too comfortable right now, so I see goals on both sides. That's it for this video, everyone. Thank you for joining us here. Have a great day. Good luck with all of your bets, and we'll see you soon.